Let's take a look at the chart for ADA. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at with Cardano. So we have resistance right here, resistance right here. I'm looking at this downtrend right here. Basically, I think we're going to get trouble on this line, or this line is possibly going to give us trouble. And until we break this line going to the upside, then I'm going to think that it's possible that we head down, or we continue to head down. So, or basically, when we break this trend line, I think it's going to be a bullish signal. So, yeah, we have this trend line that we're watching, and then we have another one. We have resistance right here and resistance right here. So I'm looking at this downtrend going down like this. If we zoom in a little bit more, you could see that the price came down, and it looks like we're kind of testing it right now. I'm kind of curious if we're going to be able to break out and break this downtrend right here and start going back up. But until we do, then I'm assuming that it's pushing us down, or we're in a downtrend and we're heading down. So the next level that I'm looking at is 105. It's this previous support right here. We're on the daily time frame. The candle came down right to 105. It wicked down a little bit lower, but the body of the candle went to 105. So I'm looking at that level. And if we switch over the 4-hour time frame, depending on where you target this, we're also looking at a pattern right here. We have resistance, 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 resistance. We're coming up, getting resistance on that level every time. And then as well, we're getting support, support, support. Every time we're coming down here, boom, we're bouncing off that level right there. So what I'm looking at is a triangle pattern going sideways pretty much. And what we do is target from the top. What I do is target from the top to the bottom of the triangle. You could target, I don't know, I like targeting where there's a lot of contacts. There's a contact right here, right here, right here, right here. And I like to do it kind of in the middle because it's better than doing it from the back, because it's a little harder to hit the target. So better to be conservative about it, in my opinion. So I drag from the top to the bottom, drag this to the breakout, depending on where we break out. And this looks like it's taking us down to around $1 or 101. So just depending on where you target this, I mean, you could target it a little bit bigger and it takes us down a little bit lower. I'm looking at 105. Like I said, we have support. If we go to the daily time frame, we had support right there at this horizontal orange line at 105 right here on these bodies. So I've been looking at this level for a while now. Ever since we've been trending down, I kind of stopped. Like once we started breaking this trend line right here, once we started breaking this trend line right here, I just kind of pulled back a little bit and was waiting for this area down here. Right now it does look like we're approaching my limit order, and I'm not sure. We still haven't broken to the downside yet, so we're still trading in this triangle pattern. It's still possible that we break to the upside, but what I'm looking at is this limit order. If we break this downtrend, this bigger downtrend that I've been looking at right here, well, we have this first one right here. If we break this downtrend, I might change my sentiment. But if we break this bigger one, I'll definitely change my sentiment, or I'll start looking at Cardano a little bit more. But yeah, if we zoom out, we have had a bunch of support right in this area right here. We came down, got support. Let's kind of zoom in this area so we could really look at it. So let's see. This is in the past. This was in February. This starts at like February 22nd in 2021. So we got a bounce right here, came up, got a bounce right here, came up, bounced on it again, came up, came down right here, wicked down, bounced on it again, came down, bounced on it again, came down, bounced on it again. So yeah, I mean, when we're in this area over here, I just remember it like just bouncing on this level a bunch of times. Let's see if we could get some support like we did over here. Maybe it'll come down. We'll start getting bounces like it was before, or maybe it'll just get a support right here and we'll be able to start taking off. I guess the other thing you might argue is that it might be like the formation of a head and shoulders. We have a shoulder right here, and then we have a head, and then we might be coming up to form another shoulder. So I don't know, we might want to be targeting this area up here, this previous resistance, if we start trending back to the upside as well. So we'd be looking at, let's do a horizontal red line, maybe somewhere right here. Let's do something like that. If we start trending back to the upside, we're going to want to break through this level, but we might be targeting it. So I think that's what we're looking at. In general, I've been looking at this area in general too, because we came up, we were getting a lot of resistance in this area. Let's go ahead and zoom in and take a look at this area, because I've been talking about this area a lot too. We've been getting resistance right here, push down, resistance, push down, resistance, push down, resistance, push down. So I think this is another area that I've been kind of looking at and targeting. This level right here is sitting around 2.32 approximately. Probably want to check it out on your own chart. But yeah, in general, I think until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'll be looking at maybe 105. Hopefully we could get a bounce right there. Maybe even before then. I wouldn't mind bouncing out before then and starting to head back to the upside either. I guess right now the main thing we're watching is the 4-hour time frame. We have resistance, 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 support, support, support. Let's see which one it breaks. If we break this line right here or this line right here. Until then, we're trading in this triangle pattern. If it breaks to the upside, we're going to be looking at maybe somewhere up here first, right around maybe 1.72. If we go down, hopefully we can get support on 105. It'd be interesting to see if it went lower, but I'm hoping we can get support right here. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like Cardano, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to trading, check out this playlist right here. Basically an intro into TradingView and looking at charts. Basically a couple videos to help you follow along. All right, see you in the next one.